Hey there everybody, it's me, hologei. Today I'm here in my creative test world in the area I use to test things for the Palace of Westwoodshire in my survival world. A series, of course, which if you're interested in seeing, go ahead and subscribe to my channel to see me guide you through the process of building. Of course, that's not what you're here for today. Today I'm going to be showing you my guide to hidden lighting here in Minecraft. And oh how useful it is to know, because it is something you've gotta think creatively about. First here, we're going to be looking at the blocks in the game that emit light. Obviously, and also, very importantly, all the blocks that allow light to pass through them. This is important because it's a big part of hidden lighting, finding blocks to hide light sources behind. Now, blocks that allow light to pass through include glass, stained glass, cobblestone walls, fences, iron bars, leaves, anvils, chests, enchanting tables, ender chests, slime blocks, pistons, or any kind of door. Also, blocks on the floor include carpets, trapdoors, hoppers, cauldrons, or daylight sensors, which I tend to like to use as solar panels up on roofs and things, just as a sort of nice decoration. Also, don't be fooled by slabs and stairs. Just because you can see through them doesn't mean that they let light through, because they don't. The light sources need to be completely unobstructed by slabs or stairs in order for light to pass through them. Now, inversely, lights that emit block are glowstone, sea lanterns, jack-o'-lanterns, magma blocks, they retain light but don't emit it directly, torches, and rods, redstone lamps, beacons, lava, and fire. Now let's get into some examples for methods for hiding light. My first tip to hiding light is to just be honest. Make lampposts or decorate torch holders. Even plop down some chandeliers and you will have a completely believable source for lighting in your room or outside. Also, you can use perspective to hide light sources behind blocks so that you can't see them. You can, for instance, hide light blocks up behind rafters, or even behind some kind of wall decoration that you're never going to walk behind, or even behind pillars or something that your build includes. You can also put light blocks behind things that you already have that let light through, such as behind chests, or under bushes, anvils, or any of the other light-letting blocks that I described to you before. As well as behind transparent furniture, you can hide lighting in the floor, such as underneath bushes a couple blocks down filled with leaves for the outdoors. Or if you're indoors, you can have lighting behind decorative panels made of trapdoors or in the walls. You can also just as easily put lights under trapdoors on the floor, and cover the trapdoor with a decorative type of furniture, such as an anvil, a chest, or again, any of the other blocks that I mentioned that let light through. Go crazy! Don't be afraid to combine multiple methods of hiding light. Put light anywhere you can, and make sure that you can't see the source block. Of course, unless it's a decorative chandelier or something. You can also plop light sources underneath carpets if you have them, rugs in your home, or underneath trapdoors. Now let's take a look at a real example. Here's a pitch black room. Believe me, it's there, it's just completely void of any light. Now, we can just plop down all sorts of torches everywhere, but that would look bad now, wouldn't it? I'm going to use some of the examples that I talked to you about and light this place up. I'm going to shoot some flaming arrows everywhere just so you can see what I'm doing. Let's start off with my first example. Let's add some decorative chandeliers to the room. This room is big enough and has tall enough ceilings where I think some chandeliers would complement this style, and would make the room look quite nice. I'll go ahead and pick up these arrows now. Like I've also mentioned, you can hide torches behind pillars where you can't see them, and they do quite a good job at lighting the place. But in this example, unfortunately, if you're walking through the room in the other direction, the torches are quite visible and look pretty tacky, so I'm not going to use them here. Instead, this room has some nice decorative rafters, which I'm going to take advantage of and use them to hide some torches. Wait, this room has a really large carpet running down the middle. You can actually use the carpets to hide lights too. I'm going to place them directly under the chandeliers to make the light coming from under the carpet look like it's actually coming from the hidden lighting above, from the chandeliers. Makes sense, doesn't it? Now, the walls here on the left are interior walls, so I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that and hide some lighting behind some decorative panels here. Now, it's time to think really creatively about this. Take a look at your build and try really hard to think of a creative solution using the methods that I've discussed to hide lighting. In this specific build of mine, the walls are 2 blocks thick, as to let the outer facade and inside walls have a different block style. Because of this, I can hide some lighting behind these decorative tables and beneath the leaf blocks they carry. When lighting behind leaf blocks, I also recommend hiding them a couple blocks back or behind a corner, as leaf blocks do allow you to see through them a bit. Ah, now that's a room well lit, even for the moody lighting setting. Some other examples of build-specific lighting here is at the church, up at the spire. I notice it's a bit dark and I don't want to use torches. After thinking, I realize I can knock out some of the spruce wood blocks on the spire and put a piece of glowstone 1 block back. Then, after cutting the same 2-block hole around the spire, I can use spruce doors to cover the hole up, and it blends in perfectly with the spire. I even have the same thing used on the roof on this other unfinished building. Again, my point is, think about your personal build, your unique build. Find lighting solutions that work for your specific project. In the intro example, I have redstone lamps hidden underneath these plant holders, behind trapdoors in the ceiling, and between the walls and the windows. When lighting your own build, remember what blocks emit or allow light to pass through, and think creatively about how you can use these blocks to light up your own unique build. If you thought this video was helpful and you'd like to see more Minecraft tips from me, Hology, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. Thank you, goodbye.